Hello, hello, Soul Tribers. Welcome back. I pray you're doing well. Sending you the purest of love and light. God is for us. Who can be against us? We're blessed, we're safe, we're anchored, we're secured, and we're heavily protected. So, welcome. If it's your first time, I pray that you will know that this is not a coincidence, it's a God incident. Why you're here, you clicked on to this video, and I pray that something in this message will speak to you and it will definitely encourage, inspire, motivate you to keep going, keep believing, and knowing that God is for you. He's for us, and because He is, who can be against us? So, thank you for the likes, the shares, the comments. I love hearing from you. So, here it says maturity. So, for a lot of you, some of you soul tribers, I'm hearing it's like your spirit team is proud of you. You see, you have your guide there, swinging on the back of the chair, and he looks happy, with what you're doing. It's pleasing. 23, that's 5. So change. Some of you could be seeing number 5 or 555. But for a lot of you, your life, there's a turnaround, there's a change there. And it's like your ancestors, your guides, your spirit team, God, they are proud of you. For a lot of you, you could be journaling, you could be writing a book, finishing up a book, writing a song, poem, or manifesting. Again, writing down your vision, making it plain. So basically, you are putting it into writing, and whatever it is, it's like, because when you take the time to write something, it's like you're serious about it. And for some of you, you could be picking up a project. I don't know, maybe you're going back to school, whatever it is that you're doing. Yes, God is proud of you. Look, manifestation. So for a lot of you, you see the 8, the infinity sign. It's a lot of blessings and abundance, the sunflowers there in the back. So for a lot of you, you're manifesting. You're praying. There is something that you're praying to God for. A lot of you, you're very centered, you're grounded. You could be spending time out in nature, love the birds. You're listening to what God has to say, what the Holy Spirit is saying to you. And it's just a lot of love that's flowing around you. For a lot of you right now, you're centered and you're not, but it's just seems as if you're so focused on you and what you have going on in your life and where you want to go in your life. For a lot of you, it's like you're just minding your own business. And then we have here emotional freedom. So for a lot of you, you could really want to be free. We have here the Pegasus. It's like you just, for a lot of you, you're free spirit as well. We have the all, your wise, your spirit team, they're with you. You rabbit, it talks about just abundance and plentiful. So for some of you, even if it's a financial thing, you want freedom. You want freedom, whether it's in love. We have soulmates here, we have divine masculine, gardening, if you're working on your business. We have your sexuality. So for a lot of you, even with you just being, like honest with yourself, it's like for a lot of you, you long to probably show off the side of you, explore who you really are. And we have the leaves here, it's like the fall. So this could be going on right now for a lot of you. And then in the back, we have the distorted feminine. So, there's always those in the background who probably hate the fact that you are grounded, you're centered, you're focused on what you're doing, what you have going on in your life, what you have working on, cultivating. You're in your own garden, minding your own business, and somebody's like over there spazzing out. Yet for a lot of you, if this is not about a relationship, you're, even if you're a female, you're in your divine masculine energy. It's like for a lot of you, it's about go time. You're focused on bringing things forth, materializing things. It's like getting things done. Getting things done is like, even if it's you writing it down, asking divine to move on your behalf. This is what it's all about right now for you. For a lot of you, it's just true connection, exploring your creativity. Again, garden. Some of you could love garden, and here we have divine feminine. So you could be the sacred woman, whether it's you, your yin and your yang, or it's you coming into balance when it comes also to your spiritual maturity. You could have high boundaries, you're keeping the bad people out because you're in your life purpose, and you're protecting, or you're asking God for abundance in different areas or every area of your life at this time. So that's awesome. So let's see, for maturity, a lot of you, it says here, challenge. I embrace all tests. Allow me to flow with what cannot change. Let me embrace all tests and release any fear of loss, knowing that all can be replenished with ease by divine will. So for a lot of you, it's like you're more serious with life now. You've gone through a lot of challenges, a lot of ups and downs, a lot of tests. And right now, it's like you're letting go, and you're allowing God to take full control over everything. You're releasing your fear of loss. So you could be, just getting your feelings out on paper, writing down everything that you have gone through. And again, it's also believing, it's a reset, a change in your mind that whatever you have lost, by God's will, divine's will, you can replenish everything back. You will get it back. So yeah, so you could be asking for divine assistance. I am open to receive. We saw the divine feminine as well. So for a lot of you, you're not afraid to go and, like get it out the mud, but you're also saying to God, I am open to receive. I am open as well to the destiny helpers who will you will send along my path to bless me as well. Yeah, and it says source. So again, you're realizing who your help comes from. It says, change me, divine beloved, into one who knows that you are my source. Fill me with confidence and faith so I know I never have to beg, just gratefully receive. That's what I'm talking about. So with this divine, assistance, so for some of you, you're asking God to open the floodgates of heaven. So if this is a situation where you're having issues, or when it comes to your finances, the challenges you've had in the past, with finance, probably with relationship with people, you're asking God to do his big one for you. It's like David said, I was young, but now I'm old. I have never seen the righteous forsaken, nor their seed begging bread. And so for a lot of you, it's like you're coming down to the wire of life. Sometimes it's like it's when our back is up against the wall and we have nobody else to turn to, nobody else to look to, but look up to source, to God, the provider, the author and the finisher of our faith. And for a lot of you, instead of you complaining and being disgruntled, because while she's journaling, she's also smiling. And so it's like showing gratitude, a grateful heart. She has candles here. So it's like no matter what, even if it's a case where the light was shut off, but God, thank you for candles. You understand, it's about changing our perspective, soul tribers, because there could be a lot of uncertainty, so it's like with that, you're open to receive, you're making your request known to divine. And I just know that help is coming in, because for a lot of you, you're unique. You've accepted your own nature, who you are, your strength, where your help comes from. It says, I lean on you. So you know that when you're weak, God is strong. And so You're taking it back to basic, even if in the past, for whatever reason, things were not like that. But right now, you're giving it to divine. You're giving it to God right now. I love that. Okay, let's shuffle, shuffle. Yep, at the back here we have fear. You're releasing your fear as well. For some of you, if it's a partnership, it could be like, God, when are they coming? When is he coming? When is she coming? And just releasing everything to God. It says, your beauty. I am a spark of divinity. Change me, divine beloved, into one who knows without question my own beauty, worthiness, and desirability. Let me remember constantly who I am, love itself, in a temporary human form. So for a lot of you, yes, we're in a meat suit. It's a temporary form, but again, is honoring your beauty, not questioning your worth, not, you know, competing or putting yourself up to other people's mark, what they say beauty is or should be. So you're looking at yourself and you're embracing who you are, your whatever shape, size, your flaws and all. You're honoring that. And with the butterfly, it's a lot of transformation. So for a lot of you, it's a renewing of the mind, knowing that you're worthy, you're desirable. It's like the person or persons who will accept you, they're out there. And so for a lot of you with that, because again, it's like you love yourself. There's a lot of heart that is flowing around. You've also healed your heart chakra. Wherever you had fear, doubt, insecurities, you are okay. Because now you have infinite love, abundance. You have unconditional love from God as well. So it's like you're settled in that area of your life. Yeah, so you're releasing. Release, I move in harmony. Change me, divine beloved, into one who easily releases all that's ready to go. Let me move in harmony with your natural cycle. So you're going on divine's flow. For a lot of you, you probably could have been doing things your way, and every time it just mess up, it falls short. And so you're deciding, okay, I am going to go God's way. You're doing it divine's way. And so it says here, fear, I release all fear. So you're releasing a lot of things. I invite you, divine beloved, to move through me in all ways, guiding my actions in every moment. Let me release all fear and feel unbridled openness to the new. So you're open to new, because here we have this emotional freedom. So you could have been somebody who is very fearful, afraid to take risks, take a leap of faith for one reason or another. Maybe it's the way you were raised, it's the people you were raised with, who, when you want to do something, they question it and they put doubt in your head and your mind. And now it's like you have done the work, you're doing the work, and now you realize that no, fear is not of God. He said, I did not give you the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. And so for a lot of you, it's like you're on this new journey, this, with this freshness, this innocence, you're starting over. For some of you too, you could have been, and I mean, I don't want to say like new to spirituality, because it's when you grow up as a Christian, it's weird to say you're new to spirituality when God already told us that he's a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. We know that we're fighting spiritual warfares. And so, but I think religion create that separation. But for a lot of you, in saying that, what I'm trying to say is that a lot of you, you're more in touch with that spiritual side of you, getting centered, getting grounded, meditating. You're realizing manifesting it is like praying, it's writing it down. It's really, it's kind of like now the things that you have read in the Bible, it makes sense now. It's like you can put one and one together now. It makes sense. It makes sense. He that loveth not knoweth not God, because God is love. So you know that in order to be in this place where, it's like you're under God's umbrella, you're in alignment with Him. You have to love. You have to first, you have to love yourself and even your enemies. That unconditional love, it doesn't mean you allow them back in your life, but you're flooding yourself with love, getting yourself centered and grounded. So for a lot of you, it's really, again, just coming into alignment with God and what He has to say, breaking out of some traditional things. For some of you, even say it's not a case where the light is out, but you could be using more candles now. Candle is it's a spiritual tool. Those flames, they talk to us. Candles don't react the same with evil people as it does with good people or God people. In your hands, you will use it to make a good intention, but in the wicked's hand, they use it to do other things. So for a lot of you, you're just more in tune, like it says, your true nature. You know that you're eternal, and so you're now in touch with who you are. You're awakened to the knowledge of the eternal. It's like it doesn't end here. It doesn't end here. It's not just with the shell, with our flesh. It goes beyond that. All right. So for a lot of you, what you're here with this maturity, for some of you, it's your Four of Wands that you could be working on. Your stability, your home, your community, your marriage, your partnership, your raise, your promotion, your recognition, victory, and celebration. So for a lot of you, you could be manifesting those things. It's like you could be coming out of this Two of Swords. Again, listening to too many chitter chatters. It's like now you're focusing on one thing. So you're not blind anymore. Queen of Cups, King of Pentacles. So for a lot of you, yeah, Eight of Pentacles, it's your work, it's your career. Three of Pentacles, it's about collaboration for a lot of you. It's the strength, having the strength to endure, to overcome, again, the challenges, the fear, whatever it is, the tests that are placed in your life. The Three of Swords, the betrayal, the backstabbing, the Nine of Swords, being the wounded warrior. For a lot of you, we have here, the Death card, but it's in the reverse. So for a lot of you, it's sometimes the things that were projected to happen to you that God saved you from. There were lots of things. We have Nine of Cups in the reverse, Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. So for a lot of you, yes, it has a lot to do with your emotions. It has a lot to do with your legacy, your job, your stability. Those are the things that now you're mature. You went through a lot of things. You've lost a lot of things too. And now it's like you're starting over, with this, the Knight of Wands. You're trying to get passion, creativity, ignite this fire within you to get out of this Four of Pentacles with the scarcity, this lack mindset. So with the Magician, you're manifesting something new and walking away from what no longer serves you. The feeling overwhelmed, burden, juggling with this Two of Pentacles. For a lot of you, it's about your career. You want this stability. Nine of Pentacles, reaping the fruits of your labor. A lot of you, You've been stressed. It's been a lot of burden here with the 10 of Wands, a lot of uphills and just a lot of stress. And this is why you're manifesting an Ace of Wands, a brand new beginning, creativity, in your spark. So for a lot of you, this is why, you mastered yourself. There's a lot of self-mastery. Even though it's a tall order in the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, it's almost like the self-actualization. After everything that you have gone through, now you realize, okay, this is what it is. It's kind of like the secret is really no secret. The secret is no secret. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, a brand new start in your production, in your job, your career. This is coming from God. Stability. So yeah, it just seems as if for a lot of you, a lot of us, it's, wanting this breakthrough in your stability, in your finances, in your abundance. And this is why you could be manifesting in your business, whatever you have going on, and you're grounded. You're acknowledging God for who He is. And you're realizing that it's like you're a child of God. It says, beauty, I am a spark of divinity. So you're made in the light, in the image of God. So it's like God He creates. So that means you're a creative being too. That means you can go out and do it too. You can build, you can write, you can start businesses. But with this beauty, it probably comes from you being authentic to yourself, accepting who you are, not trying to be like anybody else with that transformation. Because seeing also that death card in the reverse, talk about rebirth. For a lot of you, you were probably hesitant to basically end some parts of you that wasn't serving you, but maybe you were kind of faking it, putting on a show, making things look as if it was well when it wasn't. You were struggling with certain insecurities even within yourself, within ourselves. And not until we're able to be free and basically acknowledge who we are, embrace who we are. This is why even if right now we're not satisfied with something, the way you look, but it's like I'm loving myself until I get where I want to go. But right now, this is me. Everywhere you go, you take yourself with you, so you might as well. So this is coming from your authenticity, out of you embracing who you are. It's like God is giving you, He's gifting you, because you spend time getting to know yourself, getting connected with divine. And this is why He's blessing you with this Ace of Pentacles, the stability, giving you a brand new beginning. Soul Tribers, look back here, it's justice. So this is your karmic justice. And for a lot of us, we get upset, the High Priestess. So for a lot of you, you know this. You already have this knowing. I believe that God holds back on things and everything just happened, but it's just that for us, when we're going through it, it's just too much. You want it now, even if we're not ready, but we want it right now. And I believe and I agree with God, even though for myself, like it's very hard waiting, but it's like He wants to give us, because it's like He doesn't want to have to take it back from us or for us to mess up again. So He wants to make sure that we're in the right frame of mind. We are healthy, we are stable, we are balanced. So that when we get whatever this is that we're praying for, we're not going to make a fool of it like we have done in the past. Because it's almost like if you give, this is how people win the lotto and then they lose it in a short space of time, because the discipline is not there. The lessons about money, it's not there. So it's kind of like easy come, easy go. And I believe that is what again shuffling, but the high priestess, this is what, he wants to make sure that we are ready. We can manage whatever it is that he's given to us. So it just seemed to me, for a lot of you, a lot of us, it's in the area of finances. So yeah, so for a lot of you, you're taking the actions. You're gaining inspiration. For a lot of you, you're getting ideas. See all the light bulbs. Some of you could be doing research, you're studying something, getting creative, you're learning something. Because again, for a lot of you, you want this freedom emotionally. Again, thinking about emotion, that is us. So whatever the lies that were spoken over your life, for a lot of you is like this longing to break away from that. It's like, yeah, that they say, oh, horses never fly, but it's like, that somewhere deep inside of you, there is something that you're called to do. You're different. You are the one who is going to make the difference. You are the generational curse breaker. And for a lot of you, you're very wise. And you may not see it as yet manifest in your life, but like the rabbit, it's this abundance that you have. So for some of you, in order to get there or to help you to get there, maybe you're studying something, learning something new as well with this page of swords, and the ace of swords right here. It's the truth, it's the yes, it's the clarity, it's the confirmation. So for some of you, whatever you're learning, studying, could be about reading things, about releasing your fears, just being in harmony with yourself, embracing who you are as well, letting go and letting God. So you could be learning something spiritual in spirituality as well, at this time too. So yeah, the wheel, soul tribers behind here. What is fated, what is destined for you, the wheel is in your favor. And seeing the dice around her neck, for a lot of you, you took a risk. You gambled on yourself. Even when nobody believed in you, and seen with the ace of swords, all the steps, the stairway going up, this has not been easy. For some of you, it's the battle in the mind and breaking free, setting yourself free. By whatever you're doing, you're manifesting, you're praying, releasing all doubts, all fear, getting into alignment with divine and the gifts and the blessings that he has for you. Knight of Pentacles with the Ace of Cups. So for a lot of you, whatever it is that you're building or will be doing that will be giving you this freedom, yes, you're going to start out slow and steady, but at the same time, remember, when you do it slow and steady versus in the past when, or you see people just get it and then, whoop, they're done. But little by little, if it's a business, you're studying it, you know it inside and out. By the time you get to the top, you can run this thing by yourself, but you're gonna have other people helping you. But it's like if somebody doesn't come in, you're not afraid to grab the map and map the floor. You're not afraid to jump on your computer and balance those books or fill those orders. Whatever it is that is going to give you this emotional freedom. If it's in your life, your stability, your relationships, it's the same thing. Slow and steady win the race. It's learning, maybe reading about relationships and love and just different things, so that again you don't make those same mistakes, with the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, so that you don't give to the wrong persons here. You don't make the same mistake as you did in the past. 10 of Swords in the reverse and 8 of Swords in the reverse. So for a lot of you, you're doing things that is really setting you free, and maybe you've already done this. You've dealt with a lot of competition, jealousy in your past, even from families, a lot of people who are deceptive. So you learned a lot. And this is why your ancestors, they're proud of you. And this is why whatever it is that you're manifesting, God is giving it to you. You know, 7 of Wands, you're very much protected. You've come up against a lot of, challenges. Could be from a King of Wands in the reverse there for a lot of you, some of you. And you're here. And so, yeah, God is making sure that you're ready. We're ready for, if it's a relationship, our heart is ready. It's in the right place. So again, we don't get played as you did before, or you know what to look for. You've learned the lessons basically. So yeah, I love it, Soul Tribers. I love that for us. I think, let me see here. So again, 6 of Earth, 6 of Pentacles. So equal give and take. For a lot of you, that's what you could be looking for. Those are the things you had challenged with in the past. People giving and pouring into you the way that you did for them. So you could be making a list, checking it twice, letting God know what the desire or the desires of your heart is. Yeah, awakening. So a lot of you, this is like the Hangman, but it talks about pause, perspective, and selflessness. So for a lot of you, you're having this awakening, or you come to this place where you have this change in your perspective, this enlightenment where you're seeing things from a whole new perspective now. That's what I'm talking about. It's like you're realizing that manifesting and doing the work, and God working in on your behalf, it's not as complicated as people say. King of Air. So you're more intelligent, you're smarter now. It's like you get it, you're knowledgeable, very respective, objective person as well. So you're able to see things, again with the communication. So for a lot of you, yeah, you know better now. You've gone through a lot. You've learned a lot of things. Head over heart. Spirit, this beauty. Beauty. Yeah, beauty. Chariot. Willpower, victory, and recognition. So again, for a lot of you didn't give up, you didn't give in, and this is why. And you embrace yourself. You're true to who you are. You're authentic. You're not faking it to make it. You don't have to copy anybody. You realize, you come to know that now based on everything that you have gone through. And this is why moving forward, it's like, full course is like blazing. You walked away. You went on maybe soul searching. You empower yourself as well. And this is your justice with the sun here. So for a lot of you, for a long time, you could have been in balance. You could have been in imbalance here with your emotions. You weren't tempered because it's kind of like you were uncomfortable in your own skin. Maybe you're there now, and this is what you're called to do. Embrace yourself. Stop comparing. Comparison is the thief of joy. Be happy with who you are. Love who you are. Love the skin that you're in. Love the hair you have, the sun. Confirmation, clarity, abundance, success, recognition, enthusiasm. So again, this is everything in the dark is now coming to light. 19, that's 10. Endings bring new beginnings. So again, for a lot of you, because you surrendered, and again, I believe it's the honesty too. the honesty, really telling God in the areas in our life that we struggle in and we have insecurities, fears, where is off balance, and then He'll be able to bless us. Because He already knows what our problem is, but again, He wants to make sure that we are on board with it, because it's almost as if He fix it without us acknowledging it to Him, we're not going to appreciate it. You know what I mean? It's like whatever it is that we can point out ourselves, that self awareness, I know I have a problem in this area. Then when we acknowledge it and we go through the process, then we can, embrace it like, yeah, I went through that, I felt that. And now you can feel the change, the difference. So He doesn't want to heal us behind our backs. He wants to make sure, because it's a co-creation, this is a partnership. We all have free will. And so by you being honest with whatever it is that you're going through, your fears, your brokenness, God, I long to be free, emotionally free. I long to embark on my spiritual journey, to be happy, to meet my soul tribe, the people who are suitable for my soul, the partnerships, the connections. But I have problems in these areas. I need help. And He will bless us. He will help us. See, I didn't even look down, but look, Three of Earth, collaboration, talent, recognition. That's what I'm. So for a lot of you, it has to do with, pentacles, stability, grounded, career, jobs, could be stability in relationships too, but and this is, releasing what no longer serves you. It's like basically shedding the mask. Shedding the mask. And if it means starting over from a page, and then you get that fire, it's ignited in you, that enthusiasm. It's like the color come back into your skin, that spark to live, that motivation to keep going in spite of. But we have to be honest with our problems, our insecurities, our fear. And like I said, with the manifestation and the maturity, you have gone through a lot of things, and it's like now you can be honest with yourself. Of all the persons, in this world, we definitely don't need to fake it with God. He knows us. And continue doing the wonderful work, soul tribers. God is for us, and because He is, who can be against us? Whatever it is that you're going through, again, like we saw that card earlier, you will bend, but you won't break. God sees and He hears the desires of your heart. And yes, for some of you, what is coming in, you may have to study, read something, because again, it's important. Whatever you're building and doing, you learn about it. You know what it is, right? So that you can master it. And it's going to pay off for you. You've come this far by faith, leaning on the everlasting arm. And He who has begun a good work in you will see you through to the day of our Lord Jesus. So keep pushing, like with that chariot. You did a lot of work. You've done a lot of work balancing your yin and your yang. We saw that card before, and yes, I love that. Until next time, soul tribers, take care and be blessed.